everything we do online is monitored or put back and stored on a server where the powers that be, people with access, can go back to that server at a later date and extract all the information and build a case against you, build a profile about you. So it's best to keep everything that you can as private as you possibly can. We all know that groups like that companies like Facebook and Google build profiles of a lot of your internet data in order to advertise to you, to try to sell you something, to market something to you. And governments do the same thing, criminals do the same thing as far as trying to access your data and build a profile of you and figure out how to target you, how to spy on you even more, how to prosecute you and things like that. Now, a lot of people will say, I don't have anything to hide, so why do I care who sees what? Why should I care if the NSA, for example, has easy access to all of my emails, to all of my text messages, to all of my messages to my friends and family, to all the sites that I've visited online? I'm not doing anything wrong, so why do I care? Well, guys, it should be obvious by now by looking at the incoming administration and what they are saying, that security online is very important. They're already saying that they are going to persecute the people on the right, the Trump supporters. So whereas what you was looking at a month ago was of no consequence, when another administration comes in, they could go back and that same internet history could be used to build a profile against you and to turn you into an enemy or a domestic terrorist in their eyes. Not saying you're all are domestic terrorists or going to do anything, but in their eyes, right now, the incoming administration, the Biden and Harris administration, everyone who disagrees with their political agenda, who disagrees with their thoughts and ideology, is going to be labeled a domestic terrorist. So gun owners, Christians, people living in the country, white males are all going to be labeled as domestic terrorists or potential domestic terrorists. So it doesn't matter what you do, there's no 100% guarantee that everything you do online can't be broken through, can't be viewed by someone with enough resources like the federal government. So the best idea is to keep out of the spotlight of those authorities. But it's also a good idea to make it as difficult as you possibly can, because you don't want to just have everything laid out there for everyone to just here it is and there it is and look at it. So it's good to try to increase your security. And now, guys, I'm not a internet security expert, but I've done a lot of research, and I can tell you all some of the things that I use to increase my anonymity and privacy and security while online. Now, guys, one of the first things that you should do, if at all possible, is to toss your smartphone. Your phones are used to spy on you, to track you, to listen to you, to do anything that you can do with your smartphone, like use your camera, use your microphone, record. Someone else can most likely do that remotely. Smartphones have tracking, they have all kinds of things in those smartphones to allow someone with the capability, the resources to know pretty much everything about you. What time you get up, when you go to bed, where you go during the day, who you visit. It's like having a personal tracker on you at all times. So if at all possible, get rid of your smartphone. If you can go to a dumb phone, that's a lot better, a lot more secure. They can still ping off the cell towers and trace you if they want to, but it makes it a whole lot more difficult to build a complete profile of everything you do in your day-to-day activities if you're on a dumb phone. If you can get by with not having a cell phone at all, that's great too, because that will definitely cut off anything that they can do as far as when using a cell phone to track you and mine data and things like that. Okay, guys, another thing that you should do is to stop using the Facebook Messenger app. that is not secure, that is not private whatsoever. Anything you say on there can be looked at by the people with access to that information. So don't use Facebook Messenger. If you want to use the Messenger, the one I found that is the most secure, but like I said, nothing's 100% secure. It can be more secure, more difficult for someone else to access and get your information, but nothing is 100% secure. But an app that I've been looking at and been using for the last couple of weeks is Signal messaging app. I'll put a link in the description box below. You can check that out. You have to have a phone number to sign up for that. So that is not actually completely anonymous. However, your messages will be encrypted. But the other person that you're messaging will have to have the same app. So if you have someone that you message all the time, you can both get this app. You can send messages back and forth, and where they can track your phone number if that's associated with your name. They can track that and know who sent the messages, but the actual message will be encrypted from your phone to their phone, the way it will work. So it'll be harder for someone to break that encryption or to read your messages, so your messages will be a whole lot more secure. And guys, when it comes to online browsing, you know, when you go on the internet and you search for different topics, different news and things like that, if you're using something like Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox, those all track internet searches and IP addresses, where those searches came from, and the sites that you visit. Everything is tracked, logged, and stored back in the data banks. So to help eliminate that, what I use is called the Tor browser, Tor browser, Tor browser. And what this will do, it's free. You can download it. Like the Signal app is free. You can download that. The Signal app is available for your phone, plus you can download it and put it on your computer also to send those encrypted messages. Just like the Tor browser is also free. But you can use that to go online and search as you normally do. However, your IP will be hidden because it is routed through different locations. So it might look like that where you are, say, in Tennessee, and you go online using the Tor browser and you search for some topic, some news or something, whatever topic you're looking for, it'll send that through several different locations, thus hiding your IP address. So it won't be as easy to track what you search for in the site you visit by government or your internet service provider. You might look like you're coming from somewhere in Canada or Mexico or Guatemala or somewhere like that, when in reality you're here in Tennessee. So it will reroute your internet traffic through different sources to make it harder to track back to the original source, which is you, and more difficult to log, to track, and to monitor the sites that you go to. They can build a great profile of you, your personality, everything that's going on in your life by the things you search for online. Say, for example, you are feeling bad and you have certain symptoms, and you go online and you search for those symptoms, then they know that you're having those symptoms most likely. Or someone in your family is having those symptoms, and you're trying to find information on how to help that ailment to make that get better. So they log that. They can go back in time and know on this day you had a fever and you're trying to figure out how to bring that fever down. You had your back was hurting, you looked up something to help with your back pain, for example. Everything is logged, everything is tracked. Even the things that you think aren't really important can be, because over time those can build a profile, and people extracting information from that profile and building that detailed profile will know more about you than you probably know about yourself. So guys, Tor browser is free, link description box below. Download it, use it, it's simple. You just download it, put it on your computer, and you go in and search like you normally do. And guys, for a more secure email, I use Proton Mail. Link down description box below. Again, that is free. If you need more storage, you have to get a paid account, but the basic account is free, and that's all I've ever used is a free account. The the person that is you're messaging, or not messaging, but emailing, needs to also use the Proton mail. And when you send an email to someone else with the Proton mail, the email is encrypted, and thus anyone in the middle cannot read what you send in the email. Guys, like I said, nothing is 100% secure, so keep that in mind when doing anything online. But it will make it more difficult for someone to read those encrypted messages. I don't know if it's possible to read those encrypted messages. Most likely someone probably could if they had enough time and resources, but unless you're a high profile target or something like that, and you've been targeted specifically by, say, the NSA, then no one's going to read your messages. The thing that I've seen in her texts, or your emails, sorry guys, the thing that I've read though about the Proton mail is that whereas the body of your message is encrypted, your metadata isn't. So they can still yet tell who sent this and who received this, but they can't tell what the message was, the body, the text part of the message. But to give you more security, more anonymity, and more privacy than, say, Gmail or something like that. But anyway, guys, if you have other suggestions, your thoughts, comments, leave those below. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up. And guys, keep in mind that nothing's 100% secure. The best we can do is to make it more difficult. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you did, like I said, thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, turn notifications notified when I upload a new video. I also go to my website and sign up for my free email newsletter. That way, if I'm kicked off of YouTube, I still have a way to contact you. I can send you an email and tell you what happened, where I'm at, and where I can be, where you can get a hold of me at. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Creekmore. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully.